Wow, fuck me. What a long day. Hello, hello. How's it going? Yes, guys, I am doing tremendously well. Thank you very much. I am just doing some back testing. I'm obsessed with trading right now, man. I really am. I want to take my trading to a whole new level this year. So I've just been back testing the last couple of hours. Got into a tasty position earlier today. You got to be obsessed, fellas. If you want to get to the next level, you have to be obsessed. There is no other way around it. You got to be all in. We're not going to half-ass anything this year. I've give you a nickname, the Professor, to be honest. You know what's funny? A couple of my friends call me that already. Professor Ben-Hariz. I think that has a nice flow to it, you know. I learned from a great friend of mine who sadly passed away a few years ago. Him as well as many other people. Man, I was just going out there buying books around trading, combining different bits of information together. Yeah, man, I invested a lot in myself. So, yeah. Okay. If you could give one piece of advice, what would it be? Oh, it's hard. It's hard to give just one. But since you asked, one piece of advice that I would share with you guys today is increase the intensity, man. You know, a lot of us think that we're being productive. We think that we're grinding, but we're not. We're fucking around. We think we're being productive. We're watching all these self-help videos, we're reading these books, and we think we're getting a lot done. But that's just sharpening the axe time. What's actually making you money right now? You know, what skill set are you learning? What high income skill are you learning? Because, you know, there are skills and then there are high income skills. One of them being communication, public speaking, sales, you know, which involves obviously closing, you know, in more detail. So yeah, man, you got to be focusing on the things that actually lead to money, not just feeling productive. Is it something you're willing to talk about, how much you make off trading? I'll do okay. I'll do okay for myself. I never like to get into specifics when it comes to exactly how much I earn and things like that. But of course, you know, what I'm always looking to do as a trader is acquire more capital to take my trading to a whole new level. A lot of people have requested that I create a course to teach my strategy. So that's something that I could do if there's enough demand for it. I'm Libyan, but I live in the UK, just outside London, a place called Milton Keynes. How do I deal with stress? Well, you know, I've talked about this in previous videos. I've come to terms with the fact that life is difficult. You know, when I was younger, I expected things to be relatively stable in my life. When I say relatively stable, I expected myself to feel good on a consistent basis. But as I matured, I realized that that's just not realistic. You're going to have, You know, good days and you're going to have bad days, and you just got to accept it. You know, you're not going to feel like going to the gym, you have to go. You know, and so it's coming to terms with the fact that life isn't easy. But, you know, and, you know, ride the wave. You know, if a big wave comes, jump on your surfboard and ride it. Ride it, sorry. It is what it is, right? Thoughts on dropshipping? Well, I've never done dropshipping, so I can't really comment on it. But, you know, I did dabble around in it in the past, but I can't tell you that it's a good or bad way of making money, because it's not how I make my money. How can I manage studying and relationship time? There's always enough time, guys. There's always enough time in the day to maintain your human relationships, which you should not neglect anyways. You know, don't isolate yourself from the people that you really care about. It's not fair on them, and it's not fair on you. You deserve to have some form of a social life. It's going to help you anyways. When you spend time with your girl and, you know, she's laughing, you know, you're having a great meal, you know, and then you go home, either you drop her off to her house if you don't live together, or you come back to your own place, you know, you're going to feel inspired to take more action. You know, that there's something special about being with a good woman. You know, you feel the need to provide her with a great life. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have kids, guys. You know, if you have kids, you know this better than I do, because I don't have kids. But I would imagine, you know, the moment you have a child, that's it. You know, you feel like you want to take your work ethic to the next level. So my sources of income, well, I obviously provide coaching on self-improvement, and I trade Forex. And occasionally I do some contracting work, business development contracting work. Freelancer or starting my own business. Guys, there are pros and cons. Look, I'm not going to lie to you and say that running your own business is easy. It's not. Yeah, and in fact, not everybody's suited to be a business owner. Not everybody's capable of running a business successfully. It doesn't mean that you can't. However, you have to understand that running a business is different to what it looks like on Instagram. On Instagram, they make it look easy and you don't have to do anything and you're the owner, you're the CEO. But in reality, there's a lot of headache with actually owning a business and all the logistics behind it and the tax and the employing staff and all that sort of stuff. So be willing to work more hours working for yourself than if you worked for somebody else, essentially. So get ready for that. And if you're willing to learn as you go along and you're willing to work your ass off, well, then it may be for you. I'm 19, currently taking a gap year after college, looking for a job to keep me busy, but I feel a bit lost. Well, I was exactly in your shoes many, many years ago. When I took a gap year, it was because I had no idea what I wanted to do at university, and it felt like I didn't want to rush that decision. So I thought, let me take a gap year. And in that gap year, I just worked, man. I just got regular jobs. I say regular, I worked in a warehouse, I worked in a restaurant, I did many different things. And then I also started working in sales as well. And that's when my sales journey really began. I worked in a telesales environment, typical Wolf of Wall Street environment, just pieces of paper, no computers, nothing. Pick up the phone, dial 200 businesses a day. And that's what I was doing. And that built my sales skills up tremendously. So what I would encourage you to do if you're young is learn how to sell. Get a good sales job or get into recruitment. There's good money in that. Sorry, guys, I just got a call. Can you guys hear me still? Okay, no worries. Brilliant, brilliant. For those of you that don't know, guys, I offer coaching calls around self-improvement. So if you want to speak to me on a personal basis, feel free to do so. There's always a link under any one of my videos. You can click on that, or you can go to alibenhariz.com and you can book a call straight from there. Because I know sometimes you don't want to speak about certain matters in front of everybody else. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that option is available to you. Okay, let's have a look. What's good, brother? What's good? How do I grow a YouTube channel from the ground up? Any tips and tricks? Well, I'm still early on in the journey on YouTube. However, you got to upload like a motherfucker, man. This is what YouTube wants. You got to upload on a regular basis. And what I would encourage you to do is post at least 3 long form videos a week. And then if you want to chop up those videos, you can do that, and you can upload shorts. Can we ask for advice here, bro? Yeah, you certainly can. I mean, that's what people have been doing in the last 20 minutes, you know, or 10 minutes, shall I say. I'm 18, currently dealing with my anxiety issues for the past 4 years. I'm finally confronting the issue and I've become too anxious to work at the moment. What do I do? Well, you see, this is the thing, fellas, right? A lot of the times when we feel anxious, we're creating those obstacles in our own head. That obstacle isn't there in real life. You know, there's a saying, worrying is a down payment on a problem you may never have. I'm going to say that again. Worrying is a down payment on a problem that you may never have. You know, we overthink. It's human nature. You're like, oh, but what if this doesn't work out? What if I speak to her and she laughs at me? What if I do this? What if I do that? And you make yourself anxious without even having gone out there and executed on that particular thought. So, look, don't sit there and think about it. If there's something that you want to do, just do it. You know, sit in there having this conversation with yourself. Oh, is it going to work out? Is it? There's no point in doing that. Grab your fucking nuts and do it. Honestly, I know it sounds a bit harsh what I'm saying, but that's the best way to overcome anxiety. There's a reason why. You're scared to do it. Just fucking do it. The best way to overcome fear is to confront it. It's to confront it. What's good, brother? What's good? Recently started trading the Nasdaq, been doing pretty well. Nice one. Secure those profits, brother. A quick shout out to Algeria, man. Ahlan wa sahlan Jazair. Love my Algerian people. Can you invest major companies on stock exchange, or any thoughts? Well, you can definitely invest in companies by buying stocks, absolutely. I prefer to day trade because, you know, I want quicker returns. I don't want to hold a stock and just rely on that. Obviously, if you've banked some money and you're doing okay, you can put money in stocks and, you know, grow your portfolio over time. Ali, I emailed you, but I haven't got a response yet. Hope you're well, mate. I'll check it out, guys, afterwards. I'll have a look at my emails. What if you confront the fear and the anxiety doesn't go away? All great advice. Well, I mean, tell me, what exactly are you anxious about? Are we talking about some severe trauma that you experienced, you know, during childhood? Are we talking about a death of a family member? Or is it just, I'm nervous about doing my work or about speaking to this girl? Because there's levels, obviously. You know, I can't tell you that if you've lost someone very dear to you that you should just man up, because that's, you know, that's a void that would never be filled again. Of course, right? Losing a loved one is a painful experience. But if it's just, I'm nervous about doing my work, you know, if I'm honest with you, man, if that's the case, you just got to grow up, you know, because it's not going to be easy. And just remember, tell yourself, this is going to grow me. This difficult work that I'm anxious about is going to grow me. It's going to improve me. So you shouldn't be afraid of it. You should run towards the fucking fire. Run towards the battlefield. Don't run away from it, because it's going to grow you. You want those battle scars. Where are you from? I'm Libyan, but I live in Milton Keynes in the UK. As a Muslim brother, I'm having trouble staying away from zina. I'm on a college campus temptation. The dorm away. Any advice? Well, that's the biggest temptation that man has, right? Is women. I mean, the way I see it, man, the thing that's kept me disciplined over the years. Now, I'm not fucking perfect by any means. However, a thought that comes to my mind on a regular basis is, if I do that which God doesn't approve of, how am I going to expect to be blessed in my endeavors? Do you know what I mean? If I go against God, how can I expect God to provide me with prosperity and abundance? That's how I see it. Do you know what I'm saying? If you live a degenerate life, a life that God is unhappy with, how can you expect blessings in that, barakah in that? Do you know what I mean? That's what crosses my mind. You know, you have a child out of wedlock, that child grows up usually with one of the parents, not both. You know, let's keep it real here. You know, I know a few friends of mine who fucked around many years ago, and now they have kids from different mothers, and it's just a messy situation. You know what I mean? So discipline yourself, have something that occupies your time, you know, discover your purpose, work out on a regular basis, you know, get that sexual energy out of you. When I say out of you, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. You know, people always ask me, Ali, if I'm on NoFap and I get the urge, is that a bad thing? No, that's great. That means you're a healthy male. You feel horny. However, what I mean is release the steam by working out. That's the best way to do it. Because if you just stay still, you're going to feel the urge. You're going to start fiddling around with yourself, and then you're going to bust nuts all over yourself. So, yeah, hit the gym. The realness in your videos are one of a kind. So much inspiration. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm on a break at my work and my managers secretly want me to be fired. Listen, man, the way I see it is, if you're at a job and your manager wants you out, there ain't nothing you can do. If they have a personal agenda against you and you're doing your work and you're delivering everything on time and they still find a problem with you, well, they don't want you there. Expect that, guys. When you work for somebody else, there's going to be a lot of people that have shit personalities. And you could have done nothing wrong, but they don't like the way you talk, they don't like the way you dress, and they'll find a reason to get rid of you. So always be on the lookout for other opportunities. I'm not saying, you know, start a job today and then plan on leaving next week. But if you sense that they don't want you there, start planning your exit, is what I would say. Because, you know, there's a lot of idiots, man. There's a lot of managers that are shit at what they do. They're not good with people. They don't build people up. They're jealous. They're envious of their employees or one of their team members. It happens all the time. What's the point of self-improvement? How can I gain the thoughts and beliefs to want to better myself? Am I just a lost cause? Well, this is what gives life meaning, brother. Improving every single day. If everything was handed to you today, life wouldn't be special. It wouldn't. There would be no substance to it, no flavor. If I told you guys right now that I can give you all of the money that you've ever dreamed of right now without you having to do anything for it. Now, I know most of you will probably say, yeah, of course, yeah, please. But trust me, it's not the same as if you worked your fucking ass off, you lost money, you had to start again, you lost money again, and then you finally figured it out. You cracked the code. As they say, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. You need that conquest as a man, especially. There is no plan B for us. When I say there is no plan B, I mean, you know, you ain't going to sit on your ass and then a beautiful woman's going to come one day and marry you and bring you into a wealthy family. You don't have that luxury. And that's a good thing. That pressure, that burden of responsibility is something that we should embrace as men. The fact that nobody's coming to save you and you must get off your ass and provide. Lead by example. Show your kids how it's done. Or if you don't have kids yet, show your siblings how it's done. As an older brother, you know what? I'm going to lead the way. I'm going to be the most successful man ever in my family tree. And I'm going to do it ethically. I'm going to do it without stepping on anybody else, without being immoral. No, I'm going to be a man of honor and integrity. I will show my siblings, I will show my family members how to create an incredible life. Or if they don't want to do that for themselves, I will bring them into it. I'll be so damn successful that my family benefits off my success. My father retires early. My mother retires early. You know, I'm that rock for my family. That's how you got to see it, guys. You know, that conquest is something that we should all strive for. It gives you a reason to wake up in the morning. Ali, what I find important is to confront my childhood trauma, as all my limiting beliefs are derived from it. Do you know how I could process trauma and move on? Well, it may help to seek some professional input, put it this way, because I know that some situations are really, really serious. You know, I'm not going to sit here and just paint everybody with the same brush. You know, some guys were molested as kids, some were severely beaten. So, you know, there's some underlying trauma amongst many men that they don't want to talk about. So seeking some professional help is a good idea. This is what I would start with. And, you know, also journaling. Journaling is something that I would encourage every man to do. When you start writing down what's holding you back, you gain a sense of clarity. It's something that has helped me a lot, you know, because of course I go through problems in life as well. But when I started journaling, it gave me some relief because I felt like I was carrying so much weight on my shoulder, all of these thoughts, these limiting beliefs about myself. And when I started to journal, it's almost like I got those weights off my back. Even though I may not necessarily solve a particular problem immediately when I journal, just knowing what my problem is provides me with some relief. Salam Alaikum. What advice do you have to someone with a set goal struggles with procrastination? Honestly, I would give you a fancy response to that, but time to get the fuck up, man. Do you want this or not? This is what I told myself many years ago. I was also struggling with procrastination, with getting shit done. And then I realized that time doesn't wait for nobody. You're going to get older. You may be 21 right now and you think, yeah, you know, Gary Vee told me I've got so much time. You're going to be 27 in a flash. And then you're going to be 35. And then you're going to be 40. And then you're going to look back on your life and think, what the fuck have I done? Time does not wait, man. We are all getting older quickly. And I'm not saying this to scare you or be negative. No, I'm just giving you a reality check. Fuck what these people say on social media. Oh, you've got all the time in the world. No, you don't. Life is short. So if there's something that you really want to do, get off your backside and make it happen quickly. Execute quickly. Fail quickly. Okay? The quicker you fail, the quicker you're going to get to your goal. Yes, I said that. The quicker you fail, the quicker you're going to get to your goal. If you're young, you should be taking massive, massive risk. You're not going to be 21 forever. You're not going to be 22 forever. So this is prime time to take loads of action, to fuck up. Okay? So that's what I would tell you to do, man. I would give you a fancy response on wake up at 4 a.m., take a cold shower. I'm not going to say this shit. I'm going to tell you, man, do you really want this or not? What's the deal here? This is exactly what I told myself, honestly. You don't have to lose and fail many times just to feel good when you eventually reach your goal. Sometimes it just comes with ease and you have to accept them. Well, that's not what I said earlier. What I said earlier is when you fail repeatedly and then you finally get what you want, it tastes sweeter than just receiving it straight away. Now, look, if you want to go down the route of hoping that one day somebody hands you a load of money, that's great. And don't get me wrong, if you've been handed a lot of money, I'm sure it feels good. I'm not here to say that it feels horrible. However, for me personally, it would feel a lot better if I struggled repeatedly and then I finally achieved the goal and made a lot of money. That's just me personally. I can't speak for everybody. Yes, guys, pray for Syria and Turkey. What happened is truly devastating, honestly. Thousands dead. It's catastrophic, absolutely catastrophic. So in any way, shape or form, we should try and support the people of Turkey and Syria. What do you think about people who watch football? I don't think anything negative of them. I also enjoy watching football from time to time, and I know my team is playing right now, actually, Manchester United against Leeds. So I might have to hop off in a second. You know, of course, I have my opinions about football hooligans and things like that. You know, people that get emotional when they start punching other men because their favorite team lost. That's goofy. I don't believe in that shit. Because you're not a millionaire, typically. You know, most of these football fans are from middle-class families. And so I don't see why you should potentially risk going to prison because fucking Bruno Fernandes didn't pass the ball or Messi didn't. Or, you know what I mean? It's goofy. But if you're somebody who enjoys watching football from time to time, and you know you're a calm human being, you're stoic, as in you don't go around hitting people because your team lost, then that's great. More power to you. Still going down the growing path. I just wanted you guys to know that you have a role in changing some aspects in my life. Thank you, brother. I'm happy to hear that, bro. Keep improving, man. You got this. I shot my march because Balotelli missed the goal. You know when you see those videos of somebody punching their own TV, like a $2,000 TV, they punch it because somebody in their in their favorite football team missed a penalty or some shit. You know what I mean? It's silly. Do you love rocking the man bun? I wouldn't say I love it, but obviously when I eat and stuff, I put it up in a bun, so I don't eat my own hair, basically. Wait a damn minute. No. Guys, I am starving. I'm on a calorie deficit right now. 1,500 calories a day, and my stomach is beatboxing. So for those of you that don't know, I've been on a cut for about 3 months now. My body fat is now down to about 13% from 26, which is crazy. A deficit of 2,700, bro. You're chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 1,500 and I feel like eating my own fucking fist. Six. Okay, that explains it. Yeah, that explains it. Massive. Man's a giant, a living giant. Look at that beautiful trade. So guys, I'm backtesting right now. Let me show you the position that I got into. Boom, there we go. So this is my backtesting software. And I'm trading the market from July 2013. So I saw a nice setup here, did my analysis, drew my Fibonacci level. And yeah, I secured 2 positions at 10 pips. And currently this position is a runner. So this is my entry right here. Look at that, beautiful. So it's currently $1,170 up. Now I could close it, that's about 10 pips for this account size. And to be fair, 1% from one trade is brilliant. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this position. So on this software, all I'll do is go here and click on close all. And then boom, there you go. So my position is now secured. So if I go on trades, close trades, oh, then you'll be able to see the entry. And this is what I use, guys. It's the software that I use to backtest. And yeah. So every single month I aim for it. Doesn't mean that I get it, because obviously, you know, the market changes every month. But I aim for about 7 to 8%. 10% is very high, guys. I don't think a lot of you guys realize how high 10% every month is. You know, the best traders in the world who work for these major hedge funds and banks, you know, these guys are not aiming for 10%, by the way. You know, this is something a lot of these traders aren't telling you. I know that to pass prop firm accounts, you need to make, you know, usually 8 to 10% in the first 30 days, and then 4 to 5% in the second stage. But that's just to pass the examination. Afterwards, after you get your funding, it's a good idea to be happy, shall I say, with profits between 3 to 7%. Anywhere in that range is good. If you're talking about having a big account, that's good money, man. So that's what I would tell you guys. And guys, if you're interested in a trading course, I could get something set up for you guys. In fact, I've been working on something. So I might provide some information on my YouTube very soon for that. Ali, might seem like an odd question, but do you think that a person can achieve good body transformation in 6 months? 6 months? Of course you fucking can. That's a long time to get a result, you know? Man, I lost almost 8 kilograms in 30 days. 8 kilograms of fat. So yeah, 6 months, fucking hell. 100%. And you'll notice massive, massive changes if you're working hard and eating well in the first month, let alone 6 months. Okay, so there's always hope. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head off. Thank you all very much for jumping on the live. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are around the world. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.